What's going on, Laker fans? Welcome into NBA Now from Chat Sports. I am your host, Jimmy Crowther, breaking down all the latest news and rumors going around Laker Nation. So let's start off with two guys that have worked out for the Lakers, the first one being J.R. Smith. Now, we talked about him all the time on this show. You guys have heard me talk about him potentially getting a chance with the Lakers a lot, but now it is official, and he actually had the workout with LA. He worked out earlier this week, and really, the Lakers are just in no rush to sign him right now. There's just no reason to, because they're not forced to use that roster spot right away. But J.R. Smith did have a good workout. They do like that he has a good relationship with LeBron James. And let's face it, J.R. Smith probably still has something left in the tank. He hasn't played meaningful basketball in over a year at this point. But if he stepped onto the court, I still think he would be better than a good majority of the guys coming off the bench for a lot of teams in the league right now. And he could make a lot of sense for the Lakers. Now, the last time he was playing some meaningful basketball back in 2018-19 with the Cleveland Cavaliers, he was averaging 6.7 points per game, 1.6 rebounds, 1.9 assists, and shooting a little bit better than 34% from three. Nothing great, nothing you want to look at and say, man, that guy's going to come in and make a difference right away. But if he's on a winning team, I think J.R. Smith could be a valuable player. And if he proved himself in a workout, I just don't see why there's no reason not to give him a shot outside of maybe some character question marks. Now, for the Lakers, the reason they want to add J.R. Smith is because they want another scorer. They want another three-point shooter. But they already have some really good three-point shooters. KCP, averaging 39.6% from beyond the three-point arc. If you guys have been watching this show for a while now, you know that I was hating on KCP pretty hard at the beginning of the year, and now I realize this dude can ball. He's a very valuable player for this Lakers team. Markieff Morris obviously just recently added, but he is a 38.5% shooter from beyond the three-point arc this season in his time with Detroit and LA. And then there's Quinn Cook, who been playing not too many minutes, but when he does, he's a really good shooter at 38% from three. Danny Green, of course, signed here to do two things, play defense and make threes, and he's doing both of those things and making threes at a really high clip at 37.9%. And then Avery Bradley really has turned into one of the better three-point shooters for the Lakers this year. He's still top 5 at 36.6%. But if you go and get J.R. Smith, I think that with the spacing the Lakers already provide, he could be in this top 5 three-point shooters for the Lakers. I think he could be a better shooter than Avery Bradley and similar to a Danny Green. Now, J.R. Smith is just one of the many guys that have been bought out this year and one of the guys that the Lakers could look to add. But which guy do you want the Lakers to pursue in the buyout market? Now, if you're watching on YouTube, you're going to get hit with a YouTube ad break, but that gives you enough time to scroll down and let me know who you'd like to see the Lakers add from the buyout market. Now let's talk about Dion Waiters, the other guy that got a workout with the Los Angeles Lakers, and the guy that I think more Laker fans are inclined to like, and I am in agreement with those fans because it makes a lot of sense. Now, Dion Waiters had a really, really good workout according to multiple reports, the main one coming from The Athletic. He also has reportedly owned up to his mistakes that he made in Miami. We all know he had some issues with some kind of gummy bear incident on the plane, and a lot of other character question marks came into play while he was playing for the Heat, but he owned up to them. He went to Miami. He apologized. He's also apparently ready to accept whatever role the Los Angeles Lakers give him. Now, you know, back in the day when he was one of the best players on the Heat, you know, he was a main star, like a main starter, but that's not going to be his role in LA. He's going to have to take a back seat and really come off the bench and be a valuable sixth man. And the reports are that he is willing to accept that role. Now, let's look at his career stats. So his time with a lot of different teams, or Miami and Memphis, has averaged 13.2 points per game, 2.7 rebounds, 2.8 assists, and then shooting 34.8% from three. That's the thing with Waiters, is he puts up a lot of shots, but he shoots them at a pretty good clip. 34% isn't incredible, and it could definitely take a step forward, but on the right team, I think Dion Waiters, a lot like J.R. Smith, could be a valuable member for this Lakers team. Now let's talk about JR versus Dion Waiters, because that's really the thing that it's going to come down to. The two shooting guards that got workouts with the Lakers, which one is LA going to choose? Now, Dion Waiters, let's look at their career averages here, or the past year. 12 points per game, 2.6 assists, 2.8 rebounds, 37.7% from three, and 41% from the field. J.R. Smith, on the other hand, 12.5 points per game, 3.2 assists, 2.1 rebounds, 37% from three as well. So, very, very similar numbers, almost identical, in fact. But here's the thing. J.R. Smith hasn't played a lot of basketball lately. Dion Waiters has played some more. Now, he hasn't played a lot either, but he's still played some more. I think Dion Waiters has less character question marks than J.R. Smith, but J.R. Smith does have a relationship with LeBron James. So there's a lot of back and forth. I can see both sides of the argument, but I want to know what you guys think. Which shooting guard would you rather the Los Angeles Lakers sign? Type D for Dion Waiters, type J for J.R. Smith. You know, I'm going to go Dion Waiters here. I think he is a little bit younger. He makes a little bit more sense. I still think he can go out and get a bucket. Now, the thing with JR is I think he's more of a spot-up shooter at this point. Dion Waiters can really create his own shot, and that's what LA wants to add off the bench. So I'll be typing D for Dion Waiters on this one, but maybe you guys disagree. Let me know in the comment section below. Now, before I go any further, I want to tell you to go check out our partners over at BetDSI. You go to chatsports.com/bet and enter our custom promo code for you Laker fans only, Lakers120. That gives you a 120% deposit bonus to bet on whatever game you want to. If it's a Lakers game, maybe it's some other game in the NBA, maybe it's NFL, XFL, whatever it may be, go check out BetDSI and use that promo code Lakers120. Trust me, you're going to start making some money with BetDSI. Now we got to talk about Troy Daniels. Look, the Lakers wanted to open up a roster spot, and really the only guy that made sense to waive here was Troy Daniels. They bought him out and are giving him a chance to go sign with a playoff contender. They brought him on this summer as a guy that was kind of like, you know, we can play him a little bit, but here's the thing. They have guys like KCP who stepped up. Avery Bradley stepped up. Alex Caruso. Guys that... and Danny Green, of course, as well. So Troy Daniels didn't really get a shot. Now, when he did play, these were Daniels' number: 4.2 points per game, 0.3 assists, and 1 rebound. He was shooting nearly 36% from 3, but if you're signed to be a three-point shooter, you should probably shoot better than 35.7% from beyond the three-point arc. However, Troy Daniels is going to get a chance to go sign with a playoff contender now, and this is what his agent had to say about getting a buyout. He said Lakers executives Rob Pelinka and Kurt Rambis were fantastic in giving Troy optionality based upon all scenarios that could play out in the coming weeks. And that's really important here for the Lakers. This is the only reason I really wanted to talk about this Troy Daniels thing, is the fact that they know how to treat their players even when they're buying them out. They know how to give them the options they want to go have a good career, even if it's not with the Lakers. And that shines well when it comes to free agency, when it comes to treating your players well. That's what you like to see from a team. Now, we talked about BetDSI earlier. I want to tell you about our friends over at Fanatics, because they're giving our Laker fans 30% off this incredible Lakers jacket. If you want it, all you got to do is go to chatsports.com/Lakers jacket. Pretty easy to remember. It's a Lakers jacket, and you get 30% off, just $70. This is really an incredible deal, something that you do not want to pass up on. And here's the best part. You get free shipping. So you get a great jacket for 30% off, and then you get free shipping on that jacket. Now, maybe you want something else. Maybe you want some more Lakers gear. I got the solution for you. Go to chatsports.com/Lakers to get up to 50% off all Lakers gear with Fanatics. It's a great deal. Go check them out today. Now let's talk about one more guy who is in the buyout market, and that is Allen Crabbe, formerly of the Minnesota Timberwolves and then the Atlanta Hawks before that. He has become available, and he's a guy that I've seen some Lakers fans and Lakers bloggers kind of say, hey, maybe Allen Crabbe could make some more sense than J.R. Smith or Dion Waiters. Well, he is available. He was obviously bounced from Atlanta to Minnesota, and then Minnesota bought him out. These are what he's been averaging this year. It's not pretty. You know, he hasn't gotten great minutes with good teams at all, but he's averaging 4.6 points per game, just 0.9 assists, 2 boards, and 30% from 3. Now, for a guy who is supposed to be a knockdown three-point shooter, 30% from 3, even in limited action, is not good. But when you look at his best year, back in 2017-2018 with Brooklyn, compared to his years with Minnesota, Atlanta, and then also Brooklyn for one more year, you see that there's a big change. In 2017-18, he was averaging 13.2 points per game, 1.6 assists, 4 boards, 37.8% from 3. That's the big number I want to key in on. If you're the Lakers looking for a shooter and you think Allen Crabbe still has something left in the tank, 37% from 3 is more than worth signing. Now, these past couple of years, he's only averaged 7 points per game and 35% from 3. So still a pretty good three-point shooter, but not anything incredible. Crabbe has dealt with a lot of knee injuries, some foot and ankle injuries, so he hasn't really been himself. So He could be another option, but I wouldn't expect the Lakers to go after him. So let's look at the 4 guys that I think the Lakers are considering using that roster spot on, because they do have a roster spot open thanks to that Troy Daniels waive. They've got J.R. Smith, who they worked out, Dion Waiters, who they've worked out, and then the other 2 guys I want to keep in mind are Allen Crabbe and, of course, Jamal Crawford. If you're looking for more of a spot-up shooter, you go Allen Crabbe. If you're looking for more of a shot creator, you go Jamal Crawford. But you already got so many point guards on the roster. Do you really want Crawford taking up those minutes? I'm not 100% sure. So here's how we're going to end this show today. I want to ask you guys, would you be interested in Allen Crabbe becoming a Los Angeles Laker? Type Y for yes, type N for no. Now, if they're going J.R. Smith or Dion Waiters, no reason to get Allen Crabbe. But if they don't see something they like in Dion or J.R., I think Allen Crabbe could make a lot of sense for this Lakers team.